We're here today with Elder Angie Creer, and we're just so happy that you agreed to come and sit with me today. So we can just ask you a few questions, and you can share with us some of your Métis roots and your memories. So first off, Angie, thank you so much again for coming and being with us today.
I'm so pleased to be here with you.
Good. I'm glad. I would love to hear about your family roots and where you come from.
It's so very important. That's the most important part of my life is my heritage. I remember the first day I remember is that I was I was a half breed, and I was different, and that we had to hide. We were my parents taught us since we were very, very high the importance of our heritage. So we always knew that someday, we were told that someday our people will have, uh, I knew I word that word already, will have
Our,
hist-
our rights,
our rights.
yeah, recognized.
No, but there's a better word that my dad always said. We're going to start all over again there, part. Wait a minute. Our, our nation.
Right. Yeah, I remember you actually saying that about your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so important. We all lived in a small community, about maybe 11. I mean, about 100 people, and we all helped each other. It was a community, a wonderful community. Everybody helped each other. But I learned from the beginning the importance of being kind and helping each other. Nobody ever went hungry, and especially everybody was there for themselves. We knew, we were taught as a child to look after our elders. I was 3 or 4, I was carrying wood, carrying water, taking food to the elders. And it was such a pleasure, because they were so kind. You give them something, they always used to hide me a candy.
And you grew up in your young life, you were at Fort Resolution? That's where you were?
After we lived in a small community, and then Yellowknife
Right.
got gold wire. So everybody moved there so they could work. And when we were there, my mother got TB, and she got very sick. And I was in school at that time. I had 2 younger sisters, or 3 and 5. And RCMP came into my school and called me out. And she took me down to the lake in winter time. And I'd seen my 2 sisters with a priest. And my little sister come and she was crying. And she come, Mommy. I didn't know what was going on. And would put us on the plane. And they took us down to Fort Resolution. I was in the convent. I didn't know what it was. I was so scared, my 2 sisters. I guess that's the day I became a mother, when I was 8 years old. But that life of those 10 years will never be forgotten. I've taken over 50 years to come back everything I lost, and my sisters. But the memory is always in your heart and it aches. A word, a smile, or something. Right now you have a memories. Your memories come, and you just like your heart just breaks again. And even I'm 88 now, but I still ache when I see the other girls or hear something, and it's just like a memory just flashing, just like I'm still in that place, and I'm alone and lost, and nobody to turn to. The memory stays with you.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to many, many elders, and they feel the same I do. But the hardest thing I ever did, and it's taken about 60 years, but only recently, this last year, is I learned to forgive and to forgive myself. So I always felt guilty because my mom looked after my brothers and sisters, and I didn't do what I should have, because it was so hard. But I did the best I could, and they always say, they always love me, but I know I failed.
Well, Angie, I think
Yeah.
you were a child too, so you know,
I wasn't a child.
but you were when you went there, and you were forced to become a mother, or, you know, a leader. You were a leader when you were in the convent, and I know that part of who you are today, that feistiness, that probably some of that comes from that experience, because you told me stories about you being in the convent and sticking up for people, and you still do that today. You still
I
do
got
that.
lots of scars. I got a lot of scars, you know. But you know what? That here, I'm not mad anymore. I'm not angry anymore. But it's not. There's no use.
Mm-hmm.
I might as well say, you know, of all the people that I've known, I had so many people help me, so many, and you know, I would always be grateful for everybody that I knew over 50, 60 years. I've been helping each other, and then to have all those people that our people, I say our people, I don't go say native names. No, we all have names, and I always call by people's names. I never say you're Métis, you're Indian, you're this. No, that's an insult. We learned enough. We learned, we learned so bad. They even ran down our parents, and we were so young that we got so tired of them repeating and repeating and running us down. And, you know, so we lost, I lost so much. But until I was 35, then I started realizing, hey, that's not what our parents taught us. And how come they're supposed to be God? They say they love God, and they're so mean to us, and they run down everybody else. And our parents taught us never ever to gossip. You not to say anything good about if you can't say anything good about anybody, don't say anything at all. And we still live. My kids live the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
I like
the
that
memories
motto.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have any memories from when you were a small child, when all of your family were together, and some of the things that you guys used to do for fun? Like earlier today, you were talking about jigging.
Oh yeah.
So were you jigging when you were still a little
Oh yeah.
person? Yeah.
We didn't know what we're doing or going like this, you know. But we always, when the parents always jumped, you know, they had dances, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we jump in there. And then certain time they'd put us to bed. But well, wonderful. We had, we used to, somebody would go out on a lake and somebody would start a fire. Then all of a sudden, people are fiddle, guitar, food. The women are bringing food. Oh, the dance is on.
Yeah.
The big, wonderful. And the kids, we learned.
Yeah.
And you know what? The kids were always fed first.
That's opposite of,
Yeah,
of today.
yeah. We always, yeah. I always remember that. And but I remember too. And when we, as soon as we started to eat, the oldest one among us said that prayer. So everybody was always different, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But to have a family, like we're like a whole family, yeah. I miss that so much. And nowadays, I had some wonderful, wonderful friends. And I have so many. And I always wish that last time I was so sick when I had that meeting, and all I prayed was that someday I'll come back, have a chance to thank everybody here that helped me on to make my life happier and owning myself, responsible, taking responsibility of myself and listening and taking all that crap we got from the nuns. I don't understand, I never will. Why? Why did they treat us like that? I quit questioning it anymore because it's past, but I don't want to see it happen again.
Mm-hmm.
We have to take responsibility ourselves, reminding people that we're children. Children are to be loved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. You had the honor to, and I think it was an honor, I think you told me it was an honor to go to the Vatican, the delegation from the Métis delegation, to meet with the Pope.
That's been the most wonderful, wonderful. I cannot, everything I suffered, and I did, and we all did. I'm not the only one. We all suffered. We had a lot of pain. And we had nobody to care for us. Nobody. I never got a hug.
Mm-hmm.
We never got anybody saying, oh, you did good there, you know? No. Every time you did a sin. We had to go to confession, and we had to lie.
Lie at confession.
We had to lie because
make up the sin.
We're all in a building, and the nuns are always around us. I don't even know what sin meant. I sure know how now.
Mm-hmm.
But to think that the children, we were so innocent. So innocent. I can't not believe that the government could come and check on us. They gave us away to the priest to raise us, to get an education. Education we never got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got an education, all right. Yes. They're just, I never forget.
What was it like to go to the Vatican and
oh my
and meet
goodness!
with the Pope?
When I first heard about I was going to go, I felt so humble. And I was, I'm going to go to the Pope. My dad used to say, we had a picture on the wall, an old white man, and people used to come in, and then I think I must have been about 7 or something, and I remember this guy saying to Dad, Stan, why keep looking at that man there? He said, that's the most important person in the world. He said, he's the richest, he's the best, and he's the only person in this world can whisper in God's ear. And I was thinking about that, and then after I felt so humble, I thought, God, everything we went through, and I spoke, when I spoke to our Pope, I told our story, what actually happened in Port Resolution Convent those years, all of the girls. I mentioned the thousands of us that went there for over a year and a half, for 100 years, 150 years, and still, there were still some there. And we never learned anything. Mm-hmm. We learned how to lie, and then we learned to lie to protect ourselves. And it took after when we got up, we started thinking about, no, our parents would not do that. But when you saw that Pope, and I got up and I looked him square in the eye, I start speaking. And all of a sudden, I looked down and I saw the Pope was looking right in my face, and his face was tears in his eyes. You could see the pain on his face. I almost fainted. I went so weak. I said, please, God, help me finish this. And then, so I didn't look at him. I couldn't do it anymore. Mm-hmm. And then, so we got it. When I finished speaking, I asked our Holy Father to help us. We need your help. We need to identify some of those people that they found buried. Mm-hmm. We need to find some names. And right away, he said yes. And right away, the bishop was telling us, yeah, he went like I said, a bishop. So the next day, after we went to our room, the bishop told us, the Pope said, yes, we're all supposed to help you. All going to help you. And I say to the girls, because I prayed for everybody. Everybody, all my friends knew that I phoned them to get messages, and and when I was speaking to them, just like everything went light. I had everything got light. I could just possibly remember the girls. They're all smiling at me. And when I got back, I told them all, and I had asked the Pope to bless my family. So he blessed, and then he took I never washed my face for 3 days.
That's a long time.
So that was wonderful. It changed my whole life again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there was a reason. There was a reason. And I get sick and I get better. And I get sick and I get, what is it I'm supposed to be doing? There's something I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what it is yet. But I will. I know I will.
You've done so many things already. You think there's still more work for you to do.
Never enough for work, because when you love people,
I know.
It's not. And I love my people. And I thank so many that helped me. There's so many, I can never say enough for all how we love each other. You know, we don't go, I love you. We don't have to. It's how we treat each other.
Right.
We
Yeah.
treat each other respect.
Well, I know
you know.
you and the late elder Francis Dumais taught me. Both of you had said this to me: lead with kindness, but don't tolerate. You know what? I'm not sure if you said that part, but Francis definitely said, "Don't tolerate."
You're easy.
Unkindness.
You're easy, but well, you were so kind. The first thing when I met you, you were so kind.
Well, thank
And
you.
that right now, it just caught my heart. You know, some people you can know all your life, and there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, you know, you can't feel nothing. But one thing I learned over the years, I feel. I can feel, I actually feel people.
That's a true,
Yeah,
true gift.
I can, yeah.
And I think even you were saying in the convent, there was no more hugging. You know, when you come from a big family and you are used to, like you were, a big family with lots of personalities and lots of love and laughter and hugging, and then you were forced to go there and there's no hugging. I have to say, Angie, that you are one of the best huggers out there. You are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love you too. You've done many things for our nation, and I just want to ask you, like, how do you feel that has the nation helped you in connecting to culture and preserving culture and those things? Have you noticed over the years that that's helped you being a part of our nation and being connected to people and culture?
That's the most important part of my life. Ever since I got, I knew who I was, but when I got to meet, excuse me, when I started to meet people, Métis,
Mm-hmm.
the first time I heard it, I said, what's the difference between well, what you just said? I said, you said Métis. Well, what's the difference? When we were young, we were called
Half-breeds.
half-breed. See, I forget words sometimes yet.
Mm-hmm.
When I lost my memory, I lost everything. But I'm coming back.
You are.
But I never forgot my identity. I'm so proud. I'm a very, very strong Métis person, and a very, very strong believer. And also, I'm a very strong person of who I am and my personality, my own life. I have a name. We never had a name when we were young. We were run down. And now, I proudly say, my name is Angelina Creer Métis, elder. And I say it proudly. And I say it in front of the government. I say, I don't care who it is, because I am so proud, and I'm proud of my children. My dad, Doug, used to say, one day I don't know, having a family do. I think it was my birthday or something. You know, all of a sudden he was sitting with our friends, and he was looking at the kids over there who were playing. He said, well, Angus, he said, you remember our kids? Oh, yeah. I said, boy, you got wonderful kids. We didn't do too bad with our kid, did we?
Yeah, and you have a large family. So you have 11 children?
11 boys. 11 children. I have 19 grandchildren and 16 great-grandchildren. They got 5 grandchildren then.
That's lovely.
Life has a way, has a way of remembering and and appreciating. I appreciate finding my identity and finding my people, and I can't do enough to promote and to honor our Métis heritage. And I talk to many youth with children. I talk to anybody. And so I don't preach. No. We learned that. We learned not to in a convent.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But we survivors. After everything we did, here I am sitting at you smiling.
So I think we have time for one last question, and that would be, if you could offer words of wisdom to our youth, our Métis youth, and the next generations, what would that be? What would you say to a youth right now who is?
To be respectful and kind. Those kind together. Once you do that, once you live like that, then your life is wonderful. You're proud. You're proud of who you are, and that doesn't mean that that it's a way of life. And you know what? You do it without knowing, without making people. Oh, I'm Métis. No, you act it, you live it.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so glad you're my president.
I'm so glad you're my elder.
And you'll be good. And don't forget, you always have elders at your side.
I know.
You know that. Don't ever forget us. We're there for you.
I'm very thankful for our elders and the wisdom that you provide, and yeah, very grateful. Thank you.
And thank you, my dear, and everybody. Please be kind. Please be kind and respectful. That you don't know, you feel inside, okay? When you feel your heart, you feel it. You absolutely know it. You're just like you feel so light. And then you feel like, oh, I had a really good day. What did I do? Because you don't tell yourself, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be nice to that woman that, she's such a gossip. No.
No.
Don't live like that.
Thank you, Angie.